Chika, how are you, mate?
Lola.
Lola, the baller,
Hurley.
the brawler.
Hurley.
Hurley. You just come back from the Lake District.
Yeah, man. I recommend for anyone that's trying to do a little vacation or just go.
What do you call it? Vacation?
Yeah, people like
nice.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's nice. It's
Yeah.
peng.
Yeah, 100%. No, man. Good vibes. A lot of walking. My legs aren't in bits, but I feel them. I'm a bit tired, but I wouldn't miss a 2 Left podcast.
No, you couldn't.
I couldn't.
Doing it for the people.
I bleed 2 left feet.
So you bleed purple and light blue.
Is that our colour?
Yeah, that's our colour scheme. It's a bit of a weird colour scheme, isn't it? Yeah. But good time? Good relaxing time?
Yeah. It was a good balance of activities, exploring,
Yeah.
and like a bit of relaxation.
Did you find yourself?
I know myself.
You know you?
I know myself. So it was just
That's leng, bro.
strengthening that.
In the core, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the lengest thing you've ever said. You know yourself.
Yeah, you got me, man.
I'm tired.
Alright, easy on.
Yeah, sorry, I haven't seen you in a while. Get a bit, I missed you.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks now.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder. We're doing this podcast every 2 weeks now, aren't we? Because we thought, I'm editing a lot.
He's got attachment issues.
Yeah. Even after a
Commitment
week.
issues.
But you're trying to fix that for me. And yeah, every 2 weeks now we're going to do
I
it.
can't
So
afford that bag that you want. Then
I
I'll
forgot the
lick
rest
that
of-
for you.
I forgot the rest of the lyrics.
Pause.
Yeah.
I want to be there for you.
Yeah, where we
And
go
the
with
day I
this,
saw you,
mate?
2
This-
times we argue. I'm sorry for the names I called you. She never called you a bitch, but I did.
Okay, right, no. All right, Chika's been heartbroken then. It's fair to say from that, he's been in his feels. Do you know what? It's been a good week for me as well. Thanks for asking. I got my Irish citizenship.
Oh, for where?
Kazakhstan. Where do you think I got it from?
I don't know, looking at you. Norwegian.
Well, that's just because I'm going there next week on his site. I get a bit of break.
If you see-
I'll be
if you
working
see-
hard.
if
See
you
me on
see-
the slopes.
If you see him there, don't be afraid to ask for pictures
Yeah,
or signatures
yeah. All 100 viewers of you.
or his bank details.
Good luck. There's nothing there. I spend it all on tech equipment and editing. Yeah, I'm going to be boozing it up in Norway, mate. They're not in the EU though, so I can't even. I haven't got my passport yet, but I'm an Irish citizen. And do you know what I came to the conclusion with that? If war starts and Ireland remain neutral and the UK decide to go to war, Jackie boy does not have to be there.
Damn. Well, I might. Where'd I go? Nigeria. I might just go on holiday. Is that a bit like? Is that bad to run from the grind?
Well, you could get a Nigerian passport.
I already have one.
I do.
I have 2.
I didn't know you were dual national.
Yeah.
I thought we had this conversation.
We did, but I think you just
Oh,
told me
sorry.
in a different way.
Yeah, I was too busy looking in your eyes, buddy. Pause. Yeah, sorry, I'm being weird.
Maybe like James.
We were talking about shits and gigs, and now I'm trying to emulate it. Just the football move.
Funny, isn't it?
No, that was a bit too saucy for him. Sorry, mate. That's a bit out of order.
I've lost my. I don't need them. Don't worry.
I thought you could.
Oh shit! I could have.
I thought you were gonna pick it up and just. Don't ever say that again.
My bad.
No, I'm gonna be on the slopes. Yeah, and if war kicks off, yeah, I'm fine. You're fine. So what we're saying is, to anyone who's in a country that might not be involved in the war, we can still podcast. You'd just be doing it from Lagos. I'll be doing it from Cork.
Tell me more about this war. What's your opinions on the war and where can it go to?
Should we talk about the football? Oh, actually, I want to talk about one thing. I think I mentioned it to you before I came. I think my dentist farted in my face.
Oh yeah,
today.
you did mention that. I found that quite weird.
Yeah.
Why you wanted to update everything?
No, but it was one of those abnormal ones because it was a weird situation. I wasn't sure if she did it or not. And like it's kind of them ones where I was
Where was
just.
she from?
I don't know.
Like, what does she look like? Where she? Like?
She looked kind of Persian.
Is it?
Yeah. What's bad about that?
So certain countries, certain cultures, like in the Middle East, like Persia. I think even like.
I could be wrong though. She could have been.
They like to give off their scent in numerous different ways, and that's kind of like a way to like. It's like mating.
You're fucking with me. You're fucking with me. No, you're fucking with me. No, you're joking.
I'm not.
Oh, you're actually being serious. What the hell?
Yeah, but it doesn't always have to be like, it's not just farting, do you know what I mean? It's like, it could be their natural smell, but obviously because it is a natural smell. Do you know what I mean? So it's a way of them, it's like, what's it called? Aphrodisiacs. Or, you know, like mussels.
What, so you're trying to say she farted in my face because she was attracted to me?
That. I wouldn't take it as like, like a signal for her. But I'm just saying, like,
yeah, it's been a good week.
Nah, that was just the cherry on top.
Yeah. My life's not bad right now. Got dentist farting in my face to try and get with me. What life?
Yeah, I'm glad you believe that. Yeah, it's total bullshit.
I knew it.
You did not know it, guys. You did not know it.
I knew you were talking bollocks. I knew you were talking bollocks. You done me there.
Fucking clown.
Oh my God.
I even muttered that when you said, you're having me on. I even muttered like, shit, he's got me. But then you didn't hear it, so I was like, might as well continue.
Oh, I look like a dickhead.
You got to leave that in, man.
Oh, that's 100% going in. Guys, come from the best week ever to the worst.
Perfect. Right, should we get on with the football?
Yeah. I'm not sure if it was good or bad for Liverpool, Mancity.
It's perfect for Arsenal.
Perfect for Arsenal. Although I'm not going to lie to you, part of me was like, I really want Liverpool to win. At the end, I was like, I like Liverpool.
I think if any team's going to win, it's going to be Liverpool because I'd rather chase them than City.
Yeah.
But perfect result, man. Like it's good. I watched the second half. Yeah, man. It seemed like a very competitive game. Like a game of two halves. I think City played. It sounded as if they played a bit better in the first half, and Liverpool just blitzed them in the second.
Yeah.
I heard there were stinkers from Walker, from Rodri. It's just off the pace.
I wouldn't say it was a stinker. It just, to be honest, the whole first half felt a bit flat. Like I was watching it with my mother on Mother's Day, and yeah, we were just watching it. I literally said to my mum, "I'm getting bored of football." Yeah. Like, and it wasn't because I was bored of football, of course. It's just I've seen so many. I feel like the standard has been set so high for like Man City Liverpool games now that like whenever it's a bit mid for a half, I just zone out because I know how good it can be. Like in the last 5 years, we've been spoiled. And yeah, it was a bit flat, but then in the second half, it was quality from minute one. I mean, the most I got out of that first half was the genius set piece. That was very, very, very clever.
I actually haven't even seen it yet.
It was class. So De Bruyne takes a corner and Ake kind of shields McAllister. And at the last moment, as De Bruyne whips it in like low and hard to the front post, he kind of takes McAllister out the way. And Stones is kind of in an awkward position where it's like you kind of switch off as a defender. And I think it was Nunez that was marking him. And he kind of switched off a bit and it allowed... Because Stones knew where that ball was going to go, but Nunez is like, it's fine. Got McAllister and Ake in front of me, and then at the last second, he creates a space. It was really clever. So that's what I got out for the first half. But second half, it was end to end. It was the typical Man City and Liverpool matches I've seen. I've actually got a few notes I've written on the game that I wanted to ask you. Okay, first thing was there's no pressure on Klopp now. I was kind of coming to the end of the game and I was thinking, is this going to give him the advantage? Not many managers get to a situation where they made the choice they're leaving. They've not got to worry about sacking. It's a very, very unique situation. Like, I know Tuchel's got it now at Bayern, but that's because he's doing so shy and they need time to actually make a decent replacement. But there's no pressure on him. It's a very unique situation. There's no overthinking of decisions, got nothing to lose. Players want to do well. I think there's so many positives that come from it. And although that is a load of advantages mentally, it is still pretty incredible that with the youngsters they've got right now to be doing as well as they do.
Yeah, I think Klopp is just one of those managers. I think he's the best man manager. Could it be of all time? I know there's Ancelotti, who's also probably Ancelotti and Jose Mourinho. They had players that run through brick walls for them, but I think Klopp right now, the kind of like boost he gives all of his players, like their ability just transforms with him kind of pushing them. Like he makes them feel like unbeatable. And I think he also, I think the way he controls the crowd and how he gets Anfield rocking.
Yeah.
I feel like those two combined just makes, his team just go up a level. Like that team should not be dominating Man City like that, or even being in the position where they are right now.
But do you think there's an added level to that as well? Because like even on the touchline, my mum was commenting as well. He seems completely different. Like he's not as aggy, and I think sometimes maybe as much as it does roll up the Anfield crowd and it really does lead to an advantage, there is still a tinge of tension. Now there's no tension. He feels quite calm. He feels quite collected. He feels like it feels just like good times.
No, he's enjoying it. I think, he's definitely wants to soak it in. I think he always he always tells his players, I think a lot of them have said it, and he said it a lot, like he just wants them to go out and enjoy and have no pressure on him.
Yeah.
So it feels like I think he wants them to embody him. So I think if he's going out, sending that message to him, he needs to behave that way and be like, look, it's smiling and, being joyous and just enjoying the game, enjoying what they do. And I think, if you enjoy your football, if you enjoy how you're playing, you have that way off your back, then you're going to be able to express yourself on a football field. And I think it literally mirrors how his team is playing right now. So, but he'll be a huge miss. I think you'll see the drop off clearly.
Yeah, that was actually, you read my mind. The next question I was gonna ask at the end, but literally on my notes I've gone, do you think Liverpool fall off from here?
Oh yeah, no man, it's going to be a huge change.
And do you think Xavi Alonso is the right man to take over?
I think so. I think he's a guy with fresh ideas. He's going to bring in, I think Klopp is a guy that loves the system, loves his ways of playing, but Alonso is quite adaptable. Or likes to adapt a lot, his style of play, his what's it called? Especially towards the opponent and like to his players. So I think whoever comes in has got a tough job to convince the players to stay. Of course, he's gonna have less control probably on transfers with Mark Edwards coming in. It'll be tough.
I feel like Xavi Alonso's, I think it's the poison chalice. I think this first Liverpool job, it'll be the same as what happened at United, same what happened at Arsenal with Emery. Not that Emery did as bad as Moyes, but it's a poison chalice. You're coming off a massive legacy, and when you don't hit the heights from minute one, because it takes a while to completely rebuild the system, they'll inevitably get fired, and then someone else will come in, and it will take time. They'll go through a few managers. I think if Xavi Alonso wants to preserve his career, I think he shouldn't take that job.
I don't know. I think if you back yourself and you have belief, I think Liverpool is probably one of the better run clubs.
Yeah, like that's a fair point,
because they gave Klopp time. Klopp wasn't. It's fair. Klopp took over a terrible team, and I think obviously there's a few world class players that are still there. So I don't know, like what, Klopp finished 6th last season. And that was somewhat of a disaster. And now nobody really expected them to be top.
Yeah.
Or challenging for the top coming into this season, but look at them now. So I think Liverpool will give a manager time. If he finishes 6th, maybe even 7th, I think they'll see what they can do to improve it on the next transfer window. So I think Alonso will be given the time. Well, whoever the next manager is given the time, as long as they show, good brand of football and don't make stupid decisions.
Yeah, I think the point I make with Xavi Alonso is like he plays a 5 at the back system.
Not always.
Does he not?
No, I think the only thing he ever does is always has a 2 midfielders sitting. But that's in the German league. You never know. He might change it to so like Liverpool have 2 CDMs. Do you know what I mean? But he always, like, Alonso plays 5 at the back. Yes, he has his wing backs occupying the whole width of the pitch, but it's not always the case.
Fair point. I don't know enough on it. That's why I kind of was like, does he play 5 at the back? Yeah. And also it's weird how good Nathan. I mean, it's not weird because he's obviously a player. Nathan Teller's doing really well. Fair play to him. Come from Southampton, ripping up the Bundesliga. That's a massive jump. I know the Bundesliga is a lesser league, but fair play. Yeah, for me, though, I completely agree with what you mean about like it being kind of if you're good enough, if you back yourself. I hear that, but I don't know. I always think it's like becoming the CEO of one of the biggest companies in the world, and you're trying to make changes for the sake of it. You kind of don't know what to change, what to keep the same. I think they'll go for a few managers, and yeah, it would worry me if Xabi Alonso took it. But as you say, he is a great manager. What he's done with Leverkusen is impressive on its own. So I could be completely wrong, but I don't know. More times than not, I think. Yeah, I worry about it a bit. I think people subconsciously expect the same thing when obviously that's not always going to be the case, as you say. But Liverpool are willing to give the time and know that there are projects. So I think you make a fair point there completely.
Yeah, I hope he's given time at least. It'll be good to see, a former player, I would say he's a Liverpool legend, come back and, steer the ship. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's an interesting one. Now, in that game as well, one thing I wanted to know is, Gary Neville, I'm calling you out, son. You're definitely not going to watch this or listen to this. Mr. Gary Neville, Mr. I know everything. I don't know, I have beef with Neville. I don't know, sometimes he annoys me. He knows what he's doing. He's making good TV. But, so for the De Bruyne corner, see like from a corner, you're in the corner of the pitch. Stones has come from a position that is behind the ball. Gary Neville on commentary goes, I think they're going to check that on VAR for offside. Gary Neville, you played football at the top flight for how long? Man United legend.
So you just couldn't spot an offside or what?
He didn't realise in that moment that the ball's come from behind and it's not offside. And then he kind of just went silent, didn't mention it again. Howler.
Is it? I haven't seen it in a while.
If you watch the goal, it's clear that the ball curves backwards and he comes from behind the ball. And Gary Neville's going, yeah. Oh, he's offside. And he doesn't mention it after. It's like really awkward. Howler.
Damn.
Howler.
Maybe it just wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know. With his arrogance, I just wanted to call him out.
Wasn't hearing it on the...
No, because it didn't go to VAR at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but they check everything.
Yeah. No, but he was saying is that not offside? I think it will go to VAR.
Oh, okay, mad.
Yeah,
mad.
That's a howler.
It's a howler, 100%.
It's a howler. And the last thing I wanted to talk about in regards to this game is obviously a great result for Arsenal, as us Arsenal fans.
I was so worried, man. I was in a spa.
Those two words do not go together.
No, but you know them ones, yeah. So I was with Dej, yeah, and we were. So I checked the score, but obviously I couldn't watch the game because obviously like priorities. But so we went down to the spa, and then obviously I knew it was 1-1. I knew that Ramsdale had made the fucking mistake. So
no, I'm not talking about the Arsenal game. I'm talking about City Liverpool.
Oh. I thought you...
No, I'm saying it's a great result for Arsenal, the 1-1 draw.
Oh, I thought you meant...
No,
no,
we'll touch on the Arsenal game later. Yeah, all right, well, you've set the scene nicely. Yeah, I feel like I know too much. In that game, it was a great result for Arsenal, but 1-1. One thing I just wanted to comment on, did you see the De Bruyne meltdown?
Or him arguing with Pep? No, look, I think De Bruyne is the smartest player on that pitch. So I think he probably recognises that, City were under the cosh and he felt like he could see it, and Pep, he just disagreed with Pep. Like, just, when you have two great people, I don't think it's anything to look into. It happens all the time.
I don't know. It was the first time I've seen it where a manager's gone up and sat next to the player. Is there anything... I don't know how to feel about it.
There's nothing in it, man. It's definitely not the first time that's happened.
He's a bit of a moany prick, isn't he?
Ooh.
De Bruyne. I do love him as a footballer, but he's a bit too... Even his wife came out in an interview, my mum was saying, and was like, he's a terror to live with. Yeah.
Well, I think to be at that level, and I think, if you're going to be at that level and be that dedicated to the game, that you're so good at doing things that obviously took a lot of repetition, then you got to be a bit of a psycho. Like all these
Yeah.
footballers are going to be weirdos.
Yeah. Let me
Haaland's-
talk.
Haaland's a weirdo. De Bruyne's a weirdo. They're all fucking freaks. Messi's a weirdo. Ronaldo's a fucking weirdo. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
to
You've
be the
got.
best player in the world, you need to be obsessed and like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's been the best player in the Premier League for what, 7 years?
Mm.
Yeah, okay, maybe 7, 6.
Yeah. No. He's been the best player. Yeah. I just thought, was there anything to get out of that or?
Nah, man. Two people that are the best at what they do. Two geniuses.
Yeah, this is true. Well, I'll lead it on to the Arsenal game then. Yeah, 1-1, great result for Arsenal in that game, and then Arsenal 1-2 on the day before.
Yeah.
And you've already set the scene. You're in a spa.
In the spa, time is ticking. You know, I've already seen Ramsdale Howler right before the break. I was like, fuck.
You know, his dad's made me dislike him for that mistake. If his dad didn't come out and say, oh, he's not himself, he should be starting, and stuff like that, I don't think I would care. But literally the whole time I was just like, oh, what, it should be starting then? That's what I was thinking. And I really like Ramsdale as a person and stuff, but I was just like, if you get your dad to come out and say something like that, you've got to be flawless, I think.
He responded well. I think. Yeah, Raya's obviously the better keeper overall and is a bit more just calmer. Leaves you
Con calma.
So yeah, but I think Ramsdale has that fighting spirit, has that energy, and is more vocal, and he can make. I think he's more of a showstopper. He can make that elite save.
He does overdo it a bit, doesn't he? I love it though.
But like
he does.
Ryder's not reaching some of the saves that he does.
Yeah, no, but he loves a little theatrical one, Ramsdale. He loves it. If there's an Oscar for best dive, he's up there.
That's his style.
He does make it look class, to be fair.
If Hazard can do it, then so can he.
What were you looking at here? Gordon injured.
Yeah,
we got the Newcastle Chelsea game in the back, but Rams. Yeah, I don't know. He would win an Oscar for loving a little theatrical one.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, I've interrupted you setting the scene.
So yeah, in the spa, obviously trying to relax. But like, you know, in the back of your head, you're like, fuck, it's 1-1. Like, we've got Mancity, Liverpool playing the next day. Like, we need to win this game. Like, imagine dropping points when your two biggest rivals are facing each other. I was like, I couldn't comprehend it. And like, I was with Dej, and Dej was obviously like, oh, you're not here, are you? Your head's not in there. I was like, no, I'm good, it's good. Like, I'm happy. She's like, I can see your eyes just glazed over. Like, I was like, I was actually like,
fucking Ramsdale.
Went from the pool, went to the sauna. I'm like, I gotta check my phone. But I was always like, I can't because I'm trying to be in the moment, you know, like.
I love you so much, babe.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh,
but Ramsdale's ruined this moment.
I'm really enjoying this. Like, it's good. Like, it's relaxing. It's taking my mind off it. But obviously, I just wanted to watch the fucking game. Actually, no, she's probably gonna see this. No, obviously.
You just put yourself in the doghouse.
No, I just wanted to win, bro. I didn't care about watching the game. I just wanted,
Yeah.
I just wanted to win. Like,
Yeah, ironically, good save.
I don't care. Like, I just wanted to win. Like, I can. If Arsenal win every game, and I didn't get to watch it, then cool. As long as we win. Anyway, I was like, yeah, I just wanted to win. 80th minute struck. I'm like, I checked my phone. I was like, oh, no, there's no way we're drawing this game. And then like, she's like, oh yeah, all right. And I was like, yeah, good, whatever. And then I'm still kind of like just my head's, you know, when you're talking to somebody, but like they're just not concentrating.
You're looking through them. It's like when you're really drunk.
Through them, and she's like, yeah, you're not here. I was like, whatever. But anyway, I think she's not. We're both like, you know, she's enjoying her time. I'm pretending to enjoy the time. But I don't know, like, do you know what I mean? Like, she didn't understand, like, if it was Djokovic or someone that was leaving, like,
Just because she's Serbian doesn't mean she watched tennis.
she loves Djokovic.
Oh, okay, there we go.
They love Djokovic there. Like, no, even if you don't like tennis, Djokovic is like their hero.
Okay, there you go.
Obviously, she probably wouldn't care as much as me, but as much as I care about Arsenal. But anyway, and then, 86th minute? No, and then I checked 20 minutes later, and I was like, shit, I got to check it. So I came back from the sauna, and I just see 2-1, Havertz header, winner. I was like, yes! I literally screamed.
Do you knee slide in the sauna? Got straight in the hot tub. Babes, I'm back in the room.
No, so we literally came back to the bed and I was like, to the sauna bed. Or to the...
Sauna room.
No, not even the, what's it called? The pool beds. And I saw the phone. I was like, yes! Yes! She's like, oh, okay. She's like, oh, finally. You're here now. You're happy. That's what you wanted. And I was like, yeah, well.
So, good spa trip. And yeah, you were like, darling, this is the best day of my life.
I could now, have that giddiness, that oomph, that extra boost for the day that we had ahead. And I wasn't like miserable, do you know what I mean? I was in a good mood.
I love how she knows you so well. Like, you're not here.
It was bad. It was really bad. Literally in the sauna, like, just shaking my head. In the pool. But anyway, what?
Yeah.
It didn't last long.
No.
Probably felt like an age for her, but...
One thing that was controversial, which I will say, Kai Havertz, well done, but we need to touch on it. Should he have been sent off? If, as Arsenal fans, yeah, he should have been sent off. He was on the yellow. It was a red. I'm very glad he wasn't sent off, and I'm not... Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry.
You know when you're anticipating someone's legs sliding in?
Chika.
We don't like to see 10 men. Do you know what I mean? Was the first yellow?
It would have been the second yellow.
Was the first yellow actually a yellow card?
I can't remember. I didn't actually know he was on the yellow until I saw Brentford go mad. I think it was Nathan Collins was like running up to the referee.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got lucky. Because I feel like as Arsenal fans, we have to call a spade a spade. There are many times where we have been shagged. There are many times like where we've had bad decisions. But if I was a Brentford fan, I'm fuming.
Brentford, man, they got like jammy goal last year, man. Like, come out, man. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, they got a goal
Chika, just plead the fifth. Just plead the fifth.
And VAR missed the offside goal. How can...
Oh, actually, I do remember that.
Tony's goal? Like, I mean, when we drew... Imagine what that could have done for us. 2 extra points in that moment of time. Now, fuck off, man. We're good.
But let's call a spade a spade. Havertz should have been sent off.
No, fuck that. Calling no shit. Even with fucking Liverpool and City, that was not a penalty. Do you think it was a penalty?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's not.
You're just giving no decisions because Havertz should have been sent off.
No, but like, I'm sorry, but McAllister ran into his foot. It's the last minute. He's looking for it. Like,
how have we gone from talking about Havertz getting sent off to talking about McAllister running into his foot?
Situations happen in the box, crucial moments in the time, crucial moments in the time.
No, but Havertz's decision was like given, like that's not a foul, so he dived.
He fell over.
You
asked for my opinion. That's my opinion.
You're better than that.
No, I'm not. I am that.
All right, I've got a next segment I want to ask you something about.
Gave him the follow, finally.
Oh, actually, I don't want to ask you about it. I want to tell you something about it. Wait, gave who the follow?
Kai Havertz. Followed him on Instagram. He's got my sign of approval.
Okay,
I'm sure he's been wanting it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he's like.
Anyway.
I'm not going to do a German accent.
The Germans are coming.
Now, since you've been in the Lake District, you probably haven't had time to find your maddest moments in football this week. Or have you on the train? Have you?
Well, you tell me about yours.
Okay.
I'm going to check my notes because I might have saved something.
Well, okay, let me set the scene, Cheeks. Lecce were playing Verona. I think it's Lecce Verona.
Milk.
Great analysis. And
that's what Lecce means.
It does. It does. And as you're doing that, I'm trying to confirm whether it was true because this is all over the show. Yes, they did. They did. And they lost 1-0. Verona scored in the 17th minute and they beat
Where's this going?
Lecce away from home. You don't know where the hell this is going to go.
No, I don't.
So the Lecce manager, Roberto D'Aversa, was very angry. I'll put the clip on of what happened whilst it's happening. And Verona got someone sent off. It says T. Henry, so Thierry Henry got sent off for Verona. Thomas Henry is actually his name. Thomas Henry got sent off for Lecce at the end. For Verona at the end. I'm not sure what the hell happened, but the manager, Roberto De Versa. Sorry, I've absolutely...
Roberto De Versa.
Yeah. This whole story I've explained terribly.
Yeah, I know.
He took matters into his own hands, and he thought, do you know what? I'm going to go Bermondsey on these fuckers. He just went and absolutely nutted Thomas Henry at the end of the game. He just went up and headbutted him. And a statement that Fabrizio Romano has come out with today. Serie A side Lecce have decided to sack the manager Roberto De Versa after he headbutted Verona striker Thomas Henry yesterday. So the manager of Lecce got the sack because he came on the pitch and headbutted a player on the opposite team.
Oh my God, that reminds me of the Enfield days.
Yeah,
Barnet Sunday League.
Yeah. I was Thomas Henry.
Roll the clip?
No. Too many people got that clip of me getting sucker punched. I probably baited myself out now. I was thinking about that. Like, when this grows, that's going to be the thing that gets leaked, isn't it? Me getting absolutely walloped.
You should find out. Chika's finally posted on Instagram.
But yeah, that's my maddest moment of the... you're going to leak it. What? No, I never knew that. Yeah, so that's my maddest moment of the week. You were too busy in the spa, weren't you, to find one? Let's just be honest.
I was in the mountains that time.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But wait. No, I don't want to steal that. Actually, what I could talk...
No.
It's not really a mad story.
Go on, just say it.
No, I was going to talk about Thierry Henry. There's been a lot of talk about him not being a big game player, this and that. But I can just leave that to another time.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a nice little trailer, teaser. Yeah. All right, Chika, last segment of the podcast. I just want to touch on this fairly briefly because we could go on for a while. Tottenham, Villa, Spurs. These are the teams that are looking like most likely to get top four. Spurs getting a really good result against Villa.
Very good.
And did Man United beating Everton 2-0. Which is
dead team.
Dead team. But I've got some stats, and I'm going to read these stats out to you. And through the stats I'm going to read out to you, I want to see if we can come to a conclusion who we think is going to be in the top four. So we'll start with Man United. Now, Man United are actually on a good run of form in 2024. Ten Hag I think he even won. Did he win Manager of the Month? No, Arteta won it. But he's been nominated for Manager of the Month a few times now. Man United on a good run of form. Højlund winning Player of the Month. And they've only lost 2 in their last 11, which is not bad. It includes FA Cup games, but it's still not bad. Yeah, doing really well. Højlund hitting form and doing okay. I mean, the only 2 teams they've lost to is Fulham and City. And Fulham tend to get a result here and there. They're a bit like Wolves. They're inconsistent. And I mean, they even done well against Arsenal this season. Yeah. So United, bit of a weird one, but doing well in 2024. Not doing great overall. Then you've got Villa. Now, I think they're really starting to fall off. Personally, they've lost 4-0 and their captain committing a wild tackle like he did on the doggy. A doji? Is it a doji? A doggy? I never know what to say.
Doggy.
A doggy. I've seen so many Cockney. Yeah.
What happened? Did you get sent off?
Crazy tackle. Just absolutely took him out for no reason. It was like everyone's saying, "Oh, it's not a straight red" because of the way the tackle looked. But it was.
But he just
angry out of nowhere, swipes him, gets a red. They're 2-0 down. They could get back in that game. If your captain's doing that, that's not a good sign going forward.
3 games now, isn't it?
Yeah. I've written in my notes. Seems to be they can't beat the bigger teams recently as well. They beat Arsenal and City obviously in December. Done really, really well to do that. But the games they've now lost to Spurs, United, Newcastle, Chelsea. I know they're not doing the best, but they are bigger teams compared to like Sheffield Uniteds and stuff like that. And their wins have come against lesser opposition. So I can't work out with Villa. They're weird, but I did say I think they were gonna drop a bit, and I like to think I got that right. But they're still fourth. They're still doing really well. And then Spurs. This is my favourites, I think. There's a bit more depth now with Werner and Dragusin, and more addition. And there's less injuries now. Maddeson's back. Bar one bad result versus Wolves. Their form has been pretty steady. I think they lost to City in the FA Cup. And in the last 10 games, they've only lost 2, to City and Wolves. Mm-hmm. So with all that information and all those stats, I think I've illustrated it quite well there, actually.
Yeah.
And actually, should we do points in the table? We'll do points in the table. So Villa are currently
1 point or 2 point ahead.
Yeah, Villa are on 55, played 28 games. Tottenham played 27, played 53, and United played 28 on 47.
Oh, United's included?
Yeah. So we'll rule them ones out. But out of those 3, who do you think is most likely to grab fourth now?
Tottenham are grabbing fourth.
Yeah, I agree.
I think even if injuries start to creep up, I think they're the better outfit. I think Aston Villa are still going to be contending with Europa League, depending on if they beat Ajax at home. So it's tough. I think it'll be Spurs, but I do think United are a flat track bully team, and they could. I think Aston Villa kind of maintain their form in Europe and get into the late stage. I think United could edge up ever so slowly, and they could get to the last 3 or 4 games where they're within striking distance of Aston Villa. And I think they even beat Aston Villa.
Who, United? Yeah, they think they did.
Just about edged them. But I don't think that matters. But I think it'll be Spurs getting the fourth.
Yeah, I agree. I think the depth and the injuries, less injuries, and the dominant win like that over your Champions League rivals. So I agree. I think that was an easy segment. That was nice. So Spurs, as much as we're gooners, you're gonna come fourth. It's been a nice podcast, nice relaxed one as usual. Thank you to the guy that commented last week. Favourite podcast. We do it for you. So what's mine? We haven't done this in 2 weeks.
Shout the guy out, bro.
Shouting the guy out. Shout the guy out. What are we on? Been recording for an hour. This will be a slightly shorter podcast, I think.
It's meant to be. But yeah, if you want to join this, what do you call him? A fan? Audience? Valued member of our audience. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you
the one comment on our video.
You listen
exactly.
to the podcast on all platforms, 2LF Football.
Look at you guys.
Oh yes. Kai USA, we appreciate you.
We do.
Be like Kai.
Be like Kai.
These are Kai Havertz.
Kai Havertz. It's a good week to be a Kai. My howler of the week. I know who my howler of the week's going to be. It's got to be Sheffield United. They started really well against Bournemouth. And they're just bottling that. Don't deserve to be in the league, really. They're my second. That's the second time I picked Sheffield United. Not a good time to be a Sheffield United fan, but I'm sorry, it is a howler to bottle that. That was your lifeline, and they threw it away. I know it's harsh. What was it? Kick a horse when it's down, or you know the phrase I'm going for.
Flogging a dead horse.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Regardless, Sheffield United is a howler. And the reason why you're on that phone is because he couldn't think of his freak of the week. So who's your freak?
I had business calls and I was just letting him know that I'll be back.
Fair. Right, who's your freak of the week?
Well, going for a bit of a rogue one.
Oh.
I don't want to give a freak of the week that I haven't really paid much attention to by just seeing stats and what they've done. So I'm going to give mine to Darwin Nunez.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I think he's starting to get some of the respect that he deserves in terms of his ability as a player. Yes, he sometimes looks like he can't hit a barn door. But he was instrumental in everything that City did well. I know he was offside a few times. Liverpool did well, sorry. I know he was offside quite a lot. But everything that happened, or anything that, good was happening for Liverpool that game, and maybe this week as well, he scored 2 goals in the Europa League. after coming back from an injury. Yeah, I think he's a quality player. I think he'll be a top player if he just finds that striking instinct in front of goal. So, Nunes, I respect you, man. People haven't been familiar with your game, me also, in the early stages, but yeah, he's improving bit by bit.
That's a solid pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really back that one. That's a really well done.
Just what I do.
Sorry, I always sound sarcastic when I do that. Sorry, bro. Don't mean it like that. But it was, it was a quality pick. So that was a really thought out well one. And to be honest, before we end, if you are still watching, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Pretended to be a YouTuber. If you are still listening, thank you very much. And I'm just going to end it abruptly, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a lovely week. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
See you on the TikTok. All right. Go on.